Alright, hello everyone. Today is Friday, and you know what Friday is famous for? No roll me videos, that's right. But this Friday is different because there is indeed a roll me video, and you know that's just an incredibly rare phenomenon that happens maybe once every 3 weeks, and everyone who witnesses it is just so lucky because I mean roll me videos basically make the world go round. If I stop uploading, the Earth's rotation speed will slowly decrease. You know, Antarctica will melt, Sahara will freeze. Whatever, I don't know how global warming works. Who didn't? Wait, what? This isn't the right game mode. What am I doing? Alright, hello everyone. So from the intro, you might digest that today's Friday, and you might ask yourself, wait, why is Rolmy, of all people, uploading on Friday? Doesn't his dad come like super early and he's like super anxious about recording? Well, you are absolutely right, and I even gave up on recording a video today as well, but then I remember an incredible fact that will let me record a video in absolute peace. And it's the fact that my mom got in a car crash. So my mom got in a car crash like a week ago, and that's why my dad needs to like pick her up from work. So that's why I'm recording right now, and I mean it's kind of a moral dilemma. You remember the the vet dilemma from some video earlier. This is basically the same thing. The moral dilemma, of course, being, should I be sad that my mom crashed her car and scarred herself for the rest of her life? Or should I be happy that I get to record a video? I mean, if there's like a moral question, I mean, in all moral dilemmas, I will always pick the option that lets me gain money. So you know, if like an orphanage gets burned down to the ground, but like some person comes up to me and says, alright dude, if you don't save that orphanage, you will be able to daily upload for the rest of your life. I'm taking that deal in a second. We're gonna have orphan barbecue. I'm such a terrible person. But we're not here to talk about the car crash dilemma or even the orphan barbecue dilemma. We're here to talk about the Cinnabon dilemma. I mean, it's just the most important out of the three of them. I mean, Cinnabon. I mean, those orphans are little kids who didn't deserve to die or whatever, but the Cinnabon is more important than orphans. I'd take a Cinnabon over an orphan any day. Wait, no, not in the cannibalism, no, just... So you might have a question. Roll me, but what is the Cinnabon dilemma? And I will answer you. The Cinnabon dilemma is a moral... Well, it's not really moral, it's more like enjoyability of a Cinnabon. Any people to punch? I really liked doing that yesterday. I mean, I love punching people. Punching people. The chat agrees with me. Oh my god. It's just a universal thing people can agree on. Anyways, you guys know me. You know I talk about having a Cinnabon right next to me like basically every video. I buy it like maybe once every 2 days, and I'm gonna die of congestive heart failure at the age of 40. But we're not here to talk about the distant future. That's actually a very interesting topic, and I might make a video about it. But basically, I don't plan to live that long. I mean, I don't plan to live until like 23. I plan to live like 35, and then, I mean, who cares about the other years anyways? They're just slowly rotting. Might as well leave a good legacy behind. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Cinnabons. And Cinnabons are the greatest... Well, that's not good. Oh my god, I have to wait another minute! This is the waiting game. This is why no one plays this game mode. You just wait, and then you die instantly, and then you wait again, and then you die instantly. which is basically a metaphor for Buddhism. Yes! Finally, I can advertise a food company and get my video flagged for not disclosing an advertisement. Who cares? It's just way too good. But the thing I've noticed about Cinnabons, the main point of this video, is that the joy of the Cinnabon usually comes primarily from knowing that you have the Cinnabon and not from eating the Cinnabon. So here's a scenario. You walk into the mall, you go to the second floor, you get a Cinnabon, you're happy with your life. You know you've just wasted money and gotten yourself way closer to death, but you know that you have a Cinnabon. And that's all that matters. At the end of the day, if you have a Cinnabon, I lived. That's just the Cinnabon power. At the end of the day, if you have a Cinnabon, you know you're gonna be alright. No, even if you fuck up everything that day, in the evening you pour yourself a cup of tea and you're gonna have that Cinnabon. And that's what keeps you happy all day. And when time is finally right, you pour yourself a cup of tea, you put the Cinnabon in the microwave, you pull out the fork, the knife, maybe even the fife, the Nork? I think it's the Nork. Anyways, you pull it out, you put the Cinnabon on a plate, then you put on a good YouTube video. Hopefully it's made by Rollme, but I'm not here to advertise, even though I'm literally here to advertise, but not myself, not quite yet. Pure skill. And then you eat the Cinnabon, and although the Cinnabon tastes amazing, you still can't get over that you're just about to finish the Cinnabon and then you will have no Cinnabon. So in the moment of eating the Cinnabon, which is pretty much why you thought you bought the Cinnabon for, you don't actually feel that happy because you're eating the Cinnabon, because the joy comes primarily from knowing that it's there. So the Cinnabon is more like an artifact than a food. And then after you've eaten the Cinnabon, you're like, oh god, I don't have a Cinnabon anymore. And then you're sad forever. So ultimately, my thoughts on the Cinnabon, if you buy it purely to eat it, you're doing it wrong. You need to buy it for moral support. It's what actually got me out of depression, the Cinnabon. It helped me get a new look on life. I thought, oh, living this day is gonna be pointless, but then I was like, oh, but I'm gonna have a Cinnabon at the end of the day. And then at the end of the day, the Cinnabon did nothing for me. But, why are random people just floating? It's happening all day, just random people. Are we in Stranger Things? Random people just start floating and then immediately die. This is kind of scary. I hope it doesn't happen to me. I don't even remember what the name of the villain from Stranger Things was. Joke ruined. Anyways, what other stuff do I have to talk about? Let's see. I'm actually not gonna see anything. I'm just gonna try to dig through my memory and see what I find there. It's not like the note sap maneuver from the last video. That was incredible how I didn't die during that. That was probably like the most impressive thing I've done in a video. Even though I play like TNT Run and win semi-regularly, the fact that I didn't die during like pulling up my notes app and reading what I wrote there is just incredible. It requires just so much skill to do that. I wasn't even looking at the screen. That was like, you know, winning with my hands tied behind my back and blindfolded. I just still cannot. That was actually insane. Anyways, if you think you want to disagree with my Cinnabon dilemma, or if you just want to test it, go buy a Cinnabon. This is definitely not a promotion. They didn't pay me, but I just need to tell you about all the moral support my Cinnabon gave me. is just incredible. You don't even have to eat it. It just has to be there. Who cares about eating it? Just buy like the most trash cinnamon, and then you're not gonna even be able to eat it like my dad. He thought he was slick, like for Mother's Day, he bought us all a cinnamon, and I got like the worst one possible. It was the one with caramel and with chocolate. It was the most sweet thing I've ever eaten, and I had to like leave some for tomorrow. I thought I was actually dead when I was eating it. That was just one of the scariest moments of my life, is eating that caramel and chocolate cinnamon. Anyways, I don't know how much of a supplement orphan barbecue is gonna be for a cinnamon, but I think it's a pretty good candidate. Imagine waking up. Oh, I'm second. Imagine waking up, going to school, feeling down, and then you remember, oh, I still have that orphan barbecue for dinner. Alright, since we're on the topic of cinnamon rolls with icing, might as well talk about the real ice, which is my slick translation into the topic of December beginning. Oh my god, every single time I'm just not ready for it at all. I'm gonna hear Mariah Carey blasting out of every single dynamic on the street. It's gonna be insane. I still haven't mentally prepared, and it's already like December 2nd. I'm going to not make it to Christmas. And the fact is, we don't even celebrate Christmas. We just listen to Mariah Carey to copy the Americans. Why do we have to do it? Please, I want to hear some good Russian New Year music. No, turn that off. No! The snow is still poop brown. There's ice everywhere. December is starting, which is one of the most obnoxious months of the year. Hypixel is already doing a Christmas event. Stores have already filled themselves up with Christmas balls. I actually don't know what to call them. I think it's just balls. Whatever. The Americans are gonna understand. There's only one good thing about this. Oh my god. Holy. Screenshot? Screenshot with Donald Trump! Yo! Guys, please don't take that out of context and cancel me. I am a Russian law-abiding citizen. I do not support any United States coup attempts perpetrators. Just for the record, because I like having my small career. I like having my fun. I like having my fans. And I like having my roast orphans. I can't. I just can't stop myself. I can't stop myself from talking about the barbecue orphans. It's just way too good of a theme. It fits in with everything. I'm literally talking about another food. Why can't I make 5,000 jokes about it? I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyway. I'm a terrible person. Never look up to me as a role model. You're gonna regret it. Unless you live in Papua New Guinea, in which case I give you the green light. I can't do this anymore, okay? I straight up can't do this. Somebody stop me from talking about roast orphans. I mean, I just can't. What if you have them with teriyaki sauce? What if you have them with teriyaki sauce? Trump is third! What is this video? I'm getting banned from all social media platforms. No! Whatever. It's for the orphans. Anyways, where was I? Alright, December. Yeah, December is basically the most torturous month of the year. But I heard from all the good YouTubers that there's one redeeming quality about December. and it's the December ad revenue. Let's go. Let's make some money. Let's get 1,000 subscribers, 400 view hours in 1 second, and start making actual money. You know the 10K I got from my mom? Well, not 10K, that's gonna be way too misleading. Basically like $160 I got from my mom. Yeah, I spent like, wait, let me do the calculation. I spent like $80 in a week. That's kind of alarming. I wanted to buy myself a microphone, but I don't think that's happening anymore. I just bought way too many Cinnabons, burned down too many orphanages, I had to pay fines to the parents. Rolmy ordered to pay $1 billion to orphans for his roast orphan comments. Oh god, I'm gonna just end up broke and gonna have to resort to actual roast orphans. Dude, what? Anyone who watches this video is just gonna be like, wow, this Rolmy guy, he really is a cannibal. I know I looked up to him because of his sick TNT run plays, but when I realized that he's a cannibal, I had to unfollow him, and I'm just gonna mold forever. Anyways, that's right, please subscribe to my channel so I can eat more. No, okay, I physically have to restrain myself. Okay, I'm not gonna do it anymore, I promise. Anyway, subscribe to my channel so I can buy myself more Cinnabons, talk about their philosophical meaning to your mental health and society as a whole. I'm gonna write a crazy essay, and then my English teacher is gonna be forever disappointed in me. Well, she basically is. Oh my god, I just remembered. Okay, I'm sorry for talking about so much stuff, but okay, this is the craziest story ever. So you know how I go to sleep at like 3 AM because the videos take like 2 hours to upload because of my internet speed? Basically, it's like a choice. You either sleep for 3 hours and go to school, or you get like normal sleep hours and don't go to school. And I usually choose the latter, so I have like 70% absence rate. But today, I chose to sleep for 3 hours, and that resulted in me falling asleep in the middle of an English test. And I fell asleep. It was like I was like home under a weighted blanket, like in my pajamas with my sleeping hat on. I fell asleep so well, I drooled on my test paper, and my teacher like didn't want to check it. That's how you write an English exam, kids. You just fall asleep halfway through it because you never get sleep, because that's how a broken sleep schedule works. Am I advertising broken sleep schedules now? Who cares? I'm advertising roast orphan. I'm too far gone at this point. There's no way to redeem myself anymore. Do I even post this video? Oh my god. No, okay, basically instantly dead. It's just me paying for all my sins. It's karma. Actual real life karma. Anyways, thank you for watching me talk about the Cinnabon dilemma, and then the orphan barbecue dilemma, and then the sleeping in English class dilemma. It's just a deeply philosophical video. You just have to give me credit. I'm up there with like Aristotle, Diogenes. What other philosophers were there? Those two are basically the coolest ones. Maybe even just Diogenes. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something from it, which is, I don't know, whatever topic stuck with you the most. I hope it's not the one I'm thinking about. Oh. Alright, bye.